So today's question is, we need more consumer psychology. Oh my God, tell us more about influence things. We absolutely need more consumer stuff. Consumer stuff. I tell you all my secrets. My clients won't pay me the huge amounts of money they pay me. All right, let's see. Most people know about scarcity. I suppose most people know about the decoy effect as well. Okay, let's talk about the Zeigarnik effect. So, most people won't know what this is, but it's a psychological phenomenon wherein incomplete tasks dominate our attention far more than those that we complete. Now, most people hate to leave things unfinished. This effect is named after a Russian psychologist called Bluma Zeigarnik. So, in the retail environment, for example, it's used in several ways. Loyalty cards. So, when you're given a card that's stamped, like a Starbucks card where it has 10 empty spaces on it. And let's say you buy 6 cups of coffee and 4's empty. So those unstamped slots serve as very subtle reminders of incomplete actions. And so purchasing further cups of coffee in order to finish the task makes you gain more associated rewards. So this becomes a form of behavioral influence. Promotion structured in stages is another one. A purchase now might come with a promise of a benefit on the next purchase. So it creates a cycle, a sense of an ongoing, unfinished transaction that can encourage repeat buying behavior. When I was a teenager, I don't know whether you remember this, we used to have magazines, and they would come out once a week, and they used to have, maybe parts or stickers or whatever, but in order to complete what it was, whether it was a model airplane or a set of stickers, you had to buy the magazine every week. And by the time that, you had maybe 2 or 3 pieces, you were absolutely hooked on this and you insisted on finishing it. So you insisted on buying these magazines every single week, even if you weren't reading them. It's not just confined to bricks and mortar stores either. Online retailers use this all the time by sending reminders about items that you've left in your shopping cart. And that abandoned cart, and it's called an abandoned cart for a reason, is an unresolved task. So by reminding consumers of it, there's an increased likelihood that you're driving them to complete that purchase. I suppose where you'll notice it the most is on TV, especially in a TV series. Each episode is going to end on a cliffhanger. You see this in soap operas all the time. And that's to bring you back. Having said all that, of course, the key to leveraging the Zeigarnik effect is ensuring that the initial engagement is meaningful. An unfinished task only holds mental real estate if it has some significance for the individual. So, for example, IKEA furniture. Once you start putting it together, you're unlikely to leave it half done, unless, of course, you get so frustrated and angry and annoyed that you lose interest. But overuse of the effect can also have the opposite effect. It can deter consumers because it makes them feel pressured and sometimes even exploited. A good example of that is these stories that you click on online, which say something like, what happened to the cast of X, and look what they look like now. And before you know it, you're scrolling through a never-ending, endless array of slides because you don't want to leave it unfinished. And that's the Zeigarnik effect. I mean, in essence, the Zeigarnik effect is about the mind's aversion to loose ends. It's a tool that, when used properly, can be incredibly powerful in influencing not just consumer behavior, but any behavior. But I mean, as with all tools, the efficacy of it lies in using it properly. But the Zeigarnik effect is amazing. It's just because we don't like unfinished tasks. Anything that you see that is unfinished, whether it's a cliffhanger, whether it's a voucher book, whether it's something that comes in installments, that's the Zeigarnik effect. And that was used on purpose to elicit this kind of behavior and influence you.